So, today's challenge is talk about your favorite band or artist, and there are way too many for me to choose from. But my favorites currently, I'm only going to choose two. Um, Obviously, the first one being Infected Mushroom. That's probably my all-time favorite band, and the other one is Cell Dweller. Um, Infected Mushroom is a psytrance band. And for people who are unfamiliar with that genre, it's basically psychedelic trance that originated in Goa, India. And I can't explain the sound. It's hard to explain sounds, but it's really, their music's really trippy. And how I mentioned in another previous video about how I like artists that stand out from others, like when you listen to their songs, you can tell right away who it's from. Infected Mushroom is one of those bands. Like, you can hear any of their songs from any of their albums, and you'll know right off the bat that it's Infected Mushroom. The second is Cell Dweller. It's kind of hard to describe his music. If I had to take a stab in the dark here and give him a genre, I could easily look it up. I should look it up. Okay, so there are a lot of genres listed for him. Electronic rock, industrial metal, alternative metal, drum and bass, dubstep, yeah. I think the closest that I think would be electronic rock / industrial metal. He sounds pretty much like that. Really enjoy music that fuses two genres together. Like, it's really a fascinating thing when it comes to music as a whole, when artists are able to take one sound from one complete opposite genre and fuse it with another and create a new sound. And that's something I've always really admired about the electronic music scene. Infected Mushroom, my favorite album by them would have to be Vicious Delicious. And also, they're all fucking good. But mostly Legend of and Vicious Delicious are the ones that I listen to a lot. And also I Am the Supervisor. And Converting Vegetarians. And Classical Mushroom. They're all fucking great. Oh my god, I'd have to choose one. The only Infected Mushroom album that I have not really listened to fully is their most recent, Army of Mushrooms. And that's mostly because when they started infusing dubstep into their music, I was kind of thrown off by that, because at that point, like, dubstep was everywhere. I don't know if it's still everywhere, but I just kind of got a little tired of it. Like, I'm not going to be the person that bashes dubstep. I don't care. I actually like dubstep. But what I don't like is it becoming this trend where everything needs a dubstep remix. It's not necessary. It really isn't. And that's when it first came out. That's how I felt at first with, oh, Infected Mushroom, like, you're psytrance, why are you infusing dubstep into your music? But then, you know, at the end of the day, you have to take a step back and realize that they're artists, they're experimenting. If they like that sound and they want to put it into their music, respect them for doing that. But, yeah, rant over. I haven't really listened to Army of Mushrooms that much, so I don't really know many of the songs that's on it. What I also love about Infected Mushroom is that some of their songs, for the most part, have lyrics in it. Like, there are vocals in songs, but back in their older albums, like Converting Vegetarians, a lot of it was instrumental. They do put out a lot of instrumental music, and that's something that I've always liked, because instrumental music is... Music in itself already is subjective. Like, I don't care what anyone says. When you listen to something, it could mean one thing for one person and a completely other thing for a different person. But when you have lyrics thrown into a song, it kind of portrays a story to go along with it, so it's not as broad. It's more narrow, so people can relate to it more. But what I love so much about Infected Mushrooms instrumental songs is that you can listen to it and it could mean anything that you want it to mean. It can be associated with any feeling that you have linked with it, like, for example, listening to Elation Station. Obviously, in the name of the song, Elation, it's going to be something about feeling elated, be like uplifting, happy, what have you. But for people that listen to the same song, like that song, I know for me, like uplifts me and makes me happy. Like, I can't explain how it makes me feel, but I get like picture movies in my head whenever I listen to it. I kind of make my own music video while listening to it. But for another person, that song can actually be kind of depressing. It can like remind them of a person or something that happened in their past, and it could be something sad. So, I don't know, it's completely subjective, and that's what I really, really admire about instrumental music. It can mean anything to you, and there's no right or wrong with it. There never is. I also like the fact that Infected Mushroom worked with Jonathan Davis of Korn. I really like Jonathan. I really like Jonathan Davis. I don't care what anyone says. Korn is a good band. Let's see, for Celldweller. Which, by the way, Clayton of Celldweller, fucking cute as shit. Oh my god, he's so hot. Okay, fangirling over, I'm sorry, I had to get that out. Just, goddamn, look at those fucking arms. He lifts. He definitely lifts. I want his arms to cradle me. I actually think my favorite album by Celldweller is his very first album he put out, his self-titled album, Celldweller. That has a majority of all of my favorite songs by him on it, like The Last Firstborn, Afraid This Time, Frozen, Fade Away, Own Little World. I don't know, they're all so good. I can't choose just one. And like I had mentioned before about instrumental music, like for Celldweller, he has 3 albums, all titled Soundtrack for the Voices in My Head, Volume, what have you, 1 through 3, and most of them, if not all, are instrumental. So again, you have that open availability to listen to his music and interpret it in any way that you want, and that's something I really like. One of his albums, Wish Upon a Black Star, I might get hated for this, but when I first listened to the actual song Black Star, 2 things popped in my head. One, the character from Soul Eater. So now whenever I listen to that, I just picture Black Star. But also, I don't know, like the lyrics for it kind of came off a little cheesy to me. Like I was jamming out to it, and it got all the way to the end, and I'm like, I guess that's just me. But I mean, it's a good song, and it's an outstanding album. Unshakable, Louder Than Words. Louder Than Words is a really good song, and probably one of his better known songs, because Pandora plays it on my fucking Celldweller station like every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes. Louder Than Words comes on, or a remix of the song. Oh, look at all the awards my little baby Clayton has won. Oh my goodness, best male vocalist. You deserve that. I don't know. That's like the majority of the bands that I listen to are bands that stand out, have it be their sound is unique from most songs, or the vocalists, like their voices are unique. Anything that stands out to me, I really enjoy listening to. Becoming Insane. Oh, such a good Infected Mushroom song. Infected Mushrooms music videos are always so fucking bizarre. I love it. Like Pink Nightmares, that music video just... By the way, they speak Spanish. I would give anything to see either one of those bands, Cell Dweller, Infected Mushroom, and most recently Angel Vivaldi, live. I want to see them live. If I see any of them live, I can pretty much die right after I leave that concert, because nothing else matters. I've lived to my fullest. I've seen them live. Time to ascend. I can't think of anything else. Oh my god, is that a shirtless picture of... Oh my god, look at him. Ah. The fucking V-lines, though. For real. Those arms and those abs and the neck and the everything and the hair and the choker, and I want a boyfriend like that. Why can't I get a guy that looks like that? I'm living a sad life. Oh my god, and it's not even like the fact that like, I like him so much just because he's attractive and he makes good music, but it's also because he's such a fucking dork. Like, some of the pictures on here, just so dorky, it's cute. Those fucking arms, though. I can't get over the arms. Ugh. Time to stop looking at pictures of him now, because I'm just gonna... That's all I'm gonna talk about. And gush over. I don't normally gush like this over people. I don't know why I'm doing it now. Alright, but that pretty much sums up, tell us about favorite band or artist. I probably dragged this out way too long anyway, but... Yeah, those are my favorites currently. There's a lot of bands that I like I mentioned before. It's really hard to pick just one, but if I had to pick the ones that I've listened to nonstop currently, it's those two. Yeah.